Dwayne Wade to Porzingis. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kristaps Porzingis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Here comes the screen. To Howard. Nice pace, sets it up, and keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. To Porzingis. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Fires the 3. Well defended. Here's Barea. His guys down big. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
To Howard. Swings it. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot again.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and 1. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. To Luka Doncic. Dwight Howard with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Wade. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Here's Barea. Down a bundle. To Luka Doncic. Driving right to the basket. Valanciunas. Short jumper misses. Curling inside. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Finish that.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Shot from the lane won't go. 4-3. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. How you practice leads to that. Nice.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's Barea, looking to make something happen to Luka Doncic. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Valanciunas with the rebound. Barea shot, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Valanciunas there for the board. To Wade. Valanciunas. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Baseline drive. Count the bucket for 2.
No doubt.
To Porzingis. Doncic. It's a big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for 3. Good for 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Grizzlies ball. and scores.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Mavericks with the basketball to Hardaway.
Here we go. Here we go.
Seth Curry to Hardaway. Fires the three, and the rebound taken in by Memphis. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. Lee to Seth Curry. Trying to cash in. Curry shot, no good. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Passed it off from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Seth Curry. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Dwight Howard pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
He gets it.
Man, he's got the V. That's not a good sign.
Lee. And he hits.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular. Maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Knocked loose. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nice pass to set things up. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Oh, Courtney Lee, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
And the slam.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Hardaway. Lee. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Dallas with the possession. Lee to Hardaway. The drive right to the basket. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be denying him the ball.
Dallas owns the basketball. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, he had him there for a second. For 3, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Porzingis won't go.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. 4-3. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Hits at the line. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Going to launch beyond the arc. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Tim Hardaway Jr., he's 3 for 7.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Here's Barea. His guy's down big, and it's rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets a shot up, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Dives for it, not afraid to mix it up. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Memphis, they've got it. Curling inside. Fires the 3, and it's good.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Dwayne Wade to Valanciunas. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
Here's Barea. Down a bundle to Hardaway. Knocked loose. That one's going to be out of bounds. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Doncic.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Dwayne Wade.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Wade. Oh, he had it. Great dish to set it up. And that one is out. Doncic. To Porzingis. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Here's a chance from long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Gets it in the left corner. Has a look. And he drains it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Not going down for him this time. From long range, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the ring. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
J.J. Barea, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Sets him up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Barea shot, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Dwayne Wade, great look and vision. And he finishes at the rim.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Easy pad to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Both. Hits the first, misses the second.
Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen and roll opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision, mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Seth Curry at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter.